You're listening to Rodney Rogers Outdoors Radio, where we turn it upside down and look at the outside from the inside out. It's safe, it's legal, and we're having a blast. So put your shoes on, my friend, because we're going outdoors.
Welcome to Rodney Rogers Outdoors. Is this Santa Claus on the roof?
It's that time.
I am Rodney Rogers. That right there is Mike, the man Coy himself.
That time of year again where I get to play the sleigh bells.
You get to.
Sleigh
I remember
bells,
that. You like ringing the bells.
I love the ring bells.
You one of them red bell ringers.
I get one opportunity a year.
And by gosh, you're going to use it.
I am going to.
Welcome to Rodney Rogers Outdoors. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Thank you for hanging out with us the last 4 Christmases. The last 3. This is number 4.
That's crazy.
This is number 4. I mean, we kind of started the show like right at Thanksgiving, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've got 4 Thanksgivings
That's exactly right.
and 4 Christmases. So this is our 4th Christmas. What a blast the last 2 or 3. The first year, was it the first year or the second year, we actually got to track Santa Christmas night, wasn't it?
Yep, and that's the night we realized he flies right over our house and doesn't stop.
Right. That was the very night we watched him
And we haven't tracked him since.
go right by. Yeah. So you can reach us in a couple different ways. You can reach us at hashtag on Twitter, hashtag RRRROR. It will come right to Mike, and he'll read the question or the statement or whatever you want to say. You can call us at 262-345-7763. It's right down there on the bottom of the thing here somewhere. Over somewhere.
It's under the presents.
It's right there under the presents.
Yeah.
You can also text us at 262-345-7763. And it is free. You can text us there. If it ain't free, you get charged.
Tonight, at least,
You
it's
get
Christmas.
charged. It is Christmas.
It's Christmas.
So it's free for Christmas. Any other time, it's $45.
Somebody's checking their bill going, that text cost me.
If it cost you $45, it was a good cause, I assure you. So that's a couple ways to reach us. And Mike, how was your weekend?
It's good. You know what? It's that end of the year.
Okay, I got you.
Just it's a
It's a flush.
cleansing. It's a flush.
Yeah.
Cleansing time.
Right.
You know, going through my phone, just weeding things out. You know what I realized?
What's that?
If I called half the people that were in my contacts in my phone, they would think it's incredibly weird that I'm calling them.
Right. I see. There ought to be a way where you could just like do a group, the whole phone list. I mean, everybody, and just say, "Merry
I'm like,
Christmas."
if I called that person right there, they would.
They'd be like,
Yeah.
"Who are you?
Half the people.
And why are you calling
Isn't
me?"
that
Yeah,
nuts?
that's exactly right.
That
Yeah.
Stuff just clutters up and clings. And
I deleted one thread of text on my phone from one person, and guess how much memory that freed up in my phone? Just take a shot. 4 gigs.
no way I would have been high guessing a gig. Really.
4 gigs, Mike. 2 years of just, pictures and videos
Yeah.
and just not deleting text.
They accumulate.
Finally, I
sure.
said, it's got to go. Blam, gone forever. 4 gigs.
Wow.
I get to shoot more video on my phone.
Wow.
I wish I'd have done. So now I'm going through to find out that delete, what I need to
Wow.
delete. So that snuck up on me, man. Absolutely snuck up on me, man. So this weekend we had some fun. We got to start our series. Let's talk. You want to talk a few minutes about our series real quick?
Let's talk about our series real quick, Rodney.
It's Christmas. You always got some.
Was I not subtle enough?
Yeah, you were. I like the subtle stuff. I never know what you got planned, so I don't ever want to jump the gun.
No.
You always got the cool stuff.
You know
planned.
what? We could
We got plenty.
cram a lot into this
Okay.
hour, or we could just enjoy the ride.
I got you,
And
man.
if it happens, it happens.
So we got to coot hunt this weekend. So our series is King for a Day series. And basically, what we're doing is we're picking a species. We're going to hunt it. And, we're going to show you how to do the whole thing. We're going to clean it. We're going to cook it. We're going to the whole thing. Now, our goal is to have someone do that with us.
Yeah.
Just like our outside opinions.
Yep.
So let's not forget about the outside opinions. If you have something that you want tested. No one knows your gear more than you do. Hit us up on the.
I still think that's a brilliant idea.
Yeah, it's absolutely.
I absolutely love that.
So and we want to hear your opinion. We got some Coot flying over there.
I didn't even do that.
So, don't be afraid to text us. I mean, Ivan, our buddy Ivan, he loves his Glocks, and he says hey man, let's do a Glock. So we found a gun range.
Yeah, keep in mind. I mean, this is anything at all, really. Things that you would buy on Amazon or I think I'm clicking on something. I don't even know. It's the Ghost of Christmas Future.
It's the Ghost of Christmas Future.
I'm not sure which one that would be. But it could be a gun, a boat, a lure,
a rod, a kayak.
I know.
An offshore boat.
Yeah, a service, an app.
Yeah, an app. That's exactly right. Yeah.
Anything at all. Think outside the box.
Absolutely.
But things that other people would look. I'd love to know what so and so or the population thought, because how many people use the reviews on Amazon or something. I dig into reviews before I buy something.
I do too now.
Especially if it's significant cost.
You know what? You got me into that. Used to, I'd just go, I'd get it.
Yeah, sure.
And done.
Yep.
And I'd be disappointed, or I'd be super happy. And there's a way to avoid that.
But where's the best review comes from somebody you know.
That's exactly right. And you always listen to that person
because even
first.
on the reviews, you have to kind of weed through. You're going out for dinner, you look on Yelp and who liked it and who's just disgruntled.
Exactly.
But if a friend says you got to check out this restaurant, you're more apt to listen. And that's really what this is all about. Let's do people we know, our friends, our family, and get in there and, have Rodney come over and shoot your gun or ride in your boat or
smack your horse on the butt. Whatever.
Yeah. We don't have to film it. I mean, if
we'd like to, well, we don't have to. That was pretty funny.
Anyways, back to King for a Day.
Back to King for a Day. So that's what we want to do with the King for a Day series. If it's if we're fishing, if we're hunting, if we're whatever it is, I'd like to take someone, or we go to your turf, and you say, hey, let's go hunt doves. I have a perfect field. Let's do it from the get-go.
Well, I think it gets to the root of what outdoorsman or woman or this is all about.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's that I caught it, I cleaned it, I killed it, I cooked it, I'm feasting with my family on it. I mean, that's
on this,
exaggerating, but it's not exaggerating.
No, absolutely.
Those feelings come up inside you. And I know for me, it's like that. You go fishing and you go out and I dream of, ending up on the campfire and you're cooking the fish you caught. That there's nothing more satisfying, than that. And that's what it came. But having I'm on a roll.
No, roll, baby, roll.
But having someone like Rodney Rogers there, like we said from day one, keep me legal because I don't know what I'm doing. Keep me safe. I don't want to shoot myself in the foot. And let's end up having dinner with something we caught.
Yeah.
Make me king for a day.
Absolutely.
And that's where that whole thing came from.
And it's finally being put together. We knew it would take a while.
Yeah. So we did. I would say Sunday was a test drive.
Yeah.
I mean, we went through the steps.
Right.
What was missing?
With unexpectations. No expectations. Yeah.
But what was missing
was you.
Yeah.
It really was.
For reals. And I even think.
Absolutely.
I mean, talking about our weekend is what we do here. And so we shot this episode. And even at the end, we went out and caught Coot.
Yep.
Let me throw up a picture of the Coot. Actually, it's not the Coot. It's
a Coot.
It's a picture of a Coot, if you want to know.
Yeah.
There's the Jesus Coot.
That's
what I call it. The Jesus Coot.
The Jesus Acutus. They call this the Acutus a Jesuses.
But we went out and shot, and even as I'm editing the footage of you tasting and eating the Coot at the end, I'm thinking there's something's missing here, and I think we'll talk about this. But I want to do something with the end because it's still not there.
I got you.
We stepped through the steps, and it might be our first -1 episode or our first episode.
Right.
But it's still, I think it's still making somebody else experience that King for a Day.
Because
at your guidance and expertise.
And you and I even said it. I can do this anytime. I've done it for 40 years. to have someone with you to experience it, that is what we are 100% all about.
That's it.
It's more than us just going out and catching, the once-in-a-lifetime fish.
Yep.
It's catching that once-in-a-lifetime fish with someone. Yep. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So if I say you know what I mean one more time, I want you to throw a shoe
Well,
at
just
me.
know that I know what you mean.
From now on.
From now on.
From here on out.
I gotcha.
And
if I don't, I'm raising my hand.
I got you. I got you.
Okay.
I know what you mean. So, I mean, I'm tired of doing this by myself. I'm not tired of doing it by myself. I love doing it by myself. But I think the point is having you there with us, whoever you are.
Sure, and I must say that on Sunday you made me king for a day, although I was working behind the camera.
Right.
But I got to experience the process.
You got the whole.
There's a picture.
That's a handful of coot right there, man.
That's a handful.
I know a man with a handful of coot when I see it. And
So let's talk about Sunday a little bit.
Okay.
We caught 3.
We
shot 3.
That was our goal.
Yeah.
We were absolutely out to get 3.
Yep.
And it kind of happened without. It happened pretty quick, didn't it?
But you knew it would.
I said this is going to go quick.
Yeah.
And it pretty much did. I took my old single-shot shotgun, that I've hunted with for, my gosh, this is how I started hunting. And I brought my kids hunting with this same single-shot shotgun. This is what you're going to hunt with. I didn't buy them the extravagant. If you're going out to buy, your child that $1,200 automatic, to make them successful, I think it's more important to let them enjoy the whole process of the shot.
Sure.
Making each shot count, because technically you could get a machine gun out there and just go whop, 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 and that takes away, to me, in my opinion, that takes away the enjoyment of the whole process.
Yeah.
And
even going out for well, I don't want to jump the gun, but we said after the fact we were walking in, we went to Publix to pick up some ingredients to cook your recipe, and I told you, you know what? That was actually my first time hunting anything.
We've been doing this.
I know we've caught a lot of fish.
Right.
But as far as and we've shot guns, but it's usually been target or demoing things. Right. But that was my first time being around an animal being shot and hunted and harvested like that.
And you know what's funny? You were there every single time. I never realized that you weren't there.
So I'm
weird.
So I'm taking, because we've done this for so long.
Yeah, that's what it is.
You know what? A gator, is that different? We've
Oh yeah.
There's
okay.
But as far you don't.
Right.
I mean, it's a different kind of harvest.
Yeah.
So with that exception.
Yeah.
But so I learned a lot and saw things that I wouldn't expect were out there. And you said the coots are everywhere, and like there they are. Shoot them. And it's not quite that simple.
Right. You have to wait till they fly up. Once you get them off the water, then they're fair game. It doesn't matter if they're 6-8 inches off the water. If they're off the water, then that's that's.
It reminds me of I'm a huge MMA fan, and this is totally off the beaten track, but it reminds me of the same thing. If a opponent's hand is touching the mat, you can't knee him in the face.
Okay, I got you. It's exactly like that.
So
it's so like MMA, you don't even know.
Am I going to get kicked out soon?
Nope, You're doing good. I'm enjoying this every second.
But when the coot's on the ground,
right, you can't knee him in the face.
That one literally swam right by the boat, flipping you off.
He did.
What?
Yeah, and you were like, "Fly, Coot." You were going to show him.
As soon as I'm on the ground, it's like safe, like you're playing tag. I'm on base.
That's exactly right. I'm on base. That's exactly right.
You can't touch me.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Now, when they fly up, it's a whole nother ballgame.
And it was.
It's
you were pow, pow, pow.
Yeah.
And we had 3 birds.
And it was over. And that was with a single shot.
Yeah, well, I got some great footage of you because you hold one like a cigar.
Right.
You hold a spare.
I keep one at the 4 stock here. So when I breach my barrel, the shell shoots out. I pop the next one in. I close it, and I reach down and grab another shell, and I'm back at it. It's now,
poetry.
When I was 16, I could throw 2 bottles in the air and shoot them before they hit the ground with a single-shot shotgun, shooting one at a time. So, I mean, that's how we practiced. I shot a lot of bullets when I was a kid. I mean, when I say a lot, I would not be scared to say I shot several thousand rounds.
Holy smokes.
Between age 11 and 14. I mean, I would fair to say that several thousand would be.
So as soon as the coot leaves the ground, he's fair game, and that's
Yeah.
pretty much because they're not going to fly up.
No,
right?
no,
I mean, that's
they're
their flight
not.
path.
Yeah, they're not 75 yards in the air.
And seeing the spray of the buckshot across the water was something I had never really even processed.
Bird shot.
Bird
it's
shot.
illegal to hunt
Sorry.
with buckshot.
Keep me legal.
While
keep
it
me
would be
safe.
fun. It would knock us out of the boat. Yeah.
The little BBs.
Yes, that's it. Yeah.
But you could see the water just kind of break up as those
Yeah.
things scattered across. It was pretty,
Exactly.
very fascinating. But you're right. You 3 in a row, and
It was just pop, pop,
you spent
pop.
more time retrieving the birds out of the water than you did shooting them out of the air.
Exactly. And as a matter of fact, you were like, I said, let's go get the bird. You were like, well, that's only one. I go, no, we shot 3.
Yeah, yeah, because through the little viewfinder, I'm framing. I know where you're you're interpolating a lot of things,
Right.
But you can't see,
Little specks.
It's moving quick.
Yeah.
Happens really quick.
Really quick, yeah.
So I didn't.
And that's why it's so enjoyable.
Yeah.
With someone,
Yep.
and letting them enjoy that for the first thing. Yeah, so absolutely.
And when you bring somebody along, we won't make them watch the thing through the viewfinder.
Right.
They can actually participate.
We'll actually participate.
But we ate.
And yes, we ate.
We
That is
did.
Coot in a bowl, not pheasant under glass.
That with a bowl of milk would be phenomenal. maybe not.
Coot has a stench to it that how should I say?
It did not pick up on the video.
Thank God,
Yeah.
because no one would watch it. I assure you. Are we getting a call?
know you
I
tell
see
me,
something
are we?
coming in.
Let's see. Are we getting a call? Or is it calling the hotline? 'Cause if it is, I'll answer it, Rodney. Hang on.
Let's see.
Tell him to keep calling.
They keep calling.
Tell him again. This computer. It's time to get a new computer. Did I miss him? Was it on the hotline?
I don't know. I want to say
Call back, person.
Call back.
Unknown caller.
262-345-7763.
Took a second to refresh that screen. I think it was just caught up.
Okay.
So yes, you fixed and ate, and
Yeah.
we ate coot.
We ate Coot.
Didn't love it.
Yeah.
I didn't love it, but you know what? As we said, I think it's the psychological when you see something
psyche,
harvested
yeah.
like that, and you smell that stench
Right. It's best
of
to
gutting them.
put it in the refrigerator and maybe cook it tomorrow.
Had the guys cooked it and then served it to the family without them being part of the process, it would have been wonderful.
Yeah.
They'd have been
Yeah.
like, "This is great, thanks, Dad.
Right.
You're
No, exactly right.
You're a king." For a day.
There we go. Much better. Much better. Thank you for calling Rodney Rogers Outdoors. This is Rodney. Hello?
I can hear me.
Hey, Rod.
Hey, Bill. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing good. I'm sitting there. The video, we're watching your program, and I just saw what I was going to ask you about.
Okay.
Is you can eat the whole coot.
The whole bird. Yep. We actually cooked the whole bird. And what I did was, and I'll tell you, Bill, what I did was I basically did what I call a flash fry on the whole bird. And then on the side,
Okay.
I just made a mushroom, lemon, caper sauce. I mean, it was a very simple sauce, wasn't it, Mike?
Yep.
I mean, it was just like a few ingredients. And then I set the whole bird in that sauce and just let it simmer. And, man, wow, it was amazing. Yes, we did I split it right down the breast, put it in the whole pan, and did the whole bird. And actually it didn't have a lot of meat, but I'll tell you this, Bill. Bill, do you like gizzards?
I love gizzards.
These coot gizzards
I
are
used to eat a lot of coot gizzards, but everybody always told me coming up, you throw the rest of the bird away and keep the gizzard.
we eat the
I
whole
think
bird.
that's probably
Yeah.
the way it should end up.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, once we got into it, there's not a lot of breast meat. I mean, there's a little bit of leg meat. It's kind of like a squirrel. You know what I mean?
Right.
You remember when we were eating the squirrels? There just wasn't a lot there.
Edibility is the important part.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't throw the bird away, eat it.
Eat the bird. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, we ate the whole bird, and the gizzards were absolutely amazing. And I'm a gizzard guy, so right on, man. Yes, eat the whole bird.
Good deal. Okay.
Well, Bill.
I know years ago when I come down here to Florida, all the lakes were covered with coots. Now you very seldom see them anymore.
Well, I'll tell you this: they're on
With that.
like Lake Toho is just absolutely thousands of coots on Lake Toho. I noticed that some of the smaller lakes don't have as many coot. It's like they're congregated on some of the larger lakes. Lake Jessup's full of coot.
But did you notice that it disappeared for quite some long time?
Oh,
and
exactly
they're just
right.
coming back?
That's exactly right.
And what killed them off?
Well, I tell you what.
Driller or what?
Nope, we had no limits on the coots for a long time, and you could just kill these things at will. And to shoot you, quite frankly, they were great target practice for duck hunters. you know what I mean?
Well, I used to cheat a little bit, and I'd shoot them on the fly with a 22 with a scope on it, and that was a lot of fun to bait. Of course, you can't do that nowadays.
Nope, you sure can't, man. Sure can't. Well, Bill, Merry Christmas, buddy.
Same to you, bud.
And give everybody a hug
Love
for
you,
us.
man.
Take care, Bill.
All right, buddy.
I'll do it.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So,
Yeah, I think that's the way.
Yeah.
The gizzard, because they're huge.
yeah.
They're huge. That's some good. And as quick as you could get the gizzard out,
Yeah,
that's worth the time.
right.
The time we spent with everything for the amount of meat, not
Right.
so much.
Yeah. It wasn't a lot of meat on there. The breast meat is literally,
It was a sample.
it was basically a sample. Yeah. Not a lot there.
But I'm glad we did it because
Now you know. Yeah.
if I was a starving soul.
That was actually the first time I ate the whole bird myself, because normally I just eat the gizzards.
Sure.
I mean, I used to like shave the breast meat off, and it's only literally, it's a sliver. It really is.
The gizzards were good.
Yeah, gizzards were tender.
But check. We're gonna try to have the video out here within the week, but watch for that because it's very educational.
Yeah.
Even talking about the gizzards and what role that plays.
Yep.
It's amazing to single out one species. That's why
Right.
I love this.
Yeah.
You can learn so much and only scratch the surface.
Oh yeah.
by hanging out with you for a day.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Right on.
Anyways, Rodney, we got to move on.
Let's do it.
There's a lot of changes coming on with FWC and rules in the first year, but we got another week to cover that, so
Yep.
maybe we'll hit them next year. But let's do some.
You've got mail.
We get letters. We get
Stop, whoa, yes, wait a minute, Mr. Postman.
Send me an email with all the details.
Another freaking email. Another freaking email song.
Yeah, I'm a top flight. Hold you tight. Get you there by daylight. Do you right overnight mail.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I started the bells too
The
soon.
bells. The bells.
But it went like this. Fring.
Fring.
Rodney,
And then the bells. Let's hit it.
we got some really good questions
Well,
here.
I dare you pull one up.
You dare me.
I dare you.
Rodney, what's your favorite type of lure for this time of the year? Wants to know Kathy W. from Brooksville.
Okay, Kathy, this time of year, check this out. I'll tell you what's working great right now, and that's a spinnerbait. It really is. And one of the keys to spinnerbaits, and a lot of people don't realize, is there's different size blades to a spinnerbait. If you can get it, use the big, the big spoon blades versus the willow leaf. So that way it keeps your bait in the strike zone a little bit longer. Right now, with the water temperatures not dropping yet, you can still use the willow leaf blades. Now, once the temperature starts dropping, the metabolism will start slowing down of the bass, and then you can use a slow-traveling spinnerbait.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It has a lot of, God, if I say you know what I mean, I'm going to dump this hot coffee on my own head. So you want something to stay in the strike zone a little bit longer. And then as the water temperature is starting to get real slow, we want to do what's called reaction strikes. We want to force them to bite. My favorite bait, once the water gets ice cold, is going to be a rattle trap, the red-eye shad.
Because you're adding the audio.
You're adding that audio, and it's loud, and they're already aggravated, and we're working off their anger because they're not going to feed much. And when they do, baby's going to get
So
fat.
right now a spinnerbait, but it gets colder, you're going to
Rattle
a
trap.
rattle.
Exactly right. That's exactly right. So can't go wrong with a spinnerbait.
All right, at Bassy Boy wants to know, when I'm spooling up my bait caster, the line is always higher on one side. How do I fix it?
Higher on one side. Here's how you fix that. A lot of times people will thread it through the first eye closest to the reel and leave it at that and then spin it on the reel. Even though it has a level winder, in that case, it will put it on one side of the pole. So you want to thread it through the whole pole.
Really?
Yep. Thread it through all the eyes and then put it dead straight and then let it level wind there.
Okay.
Okay? That's the solution to that problem. I know because I've done it many times.
Okay.
I've tried to skip the step and
No
just put it through the
shortcuts.
first eye. Don't take shortcuts in this case because then you got to pull all that off and start all over.
All right. Ricardo, Claremont, Florida says, if you find a rock pile with hundreds of bass on it, how do you single out the big ones?
Ooh, that's a tough one. And here's the problem with that. Just had this conversation with my buddy Hector. Big bass and what happens and how do we get them to strike versus the smaller ones. It's kind of tough because it's hard to get that bait down to the big bass. Big bass have areas that they don't allow other fish in. If you see schooling bass on a rock pile, there's a 90% chance that most of them are the same size. There will be a few bigger ones, but most likely not. So to get through the small aggressive bass to the big ones is usually pretty tough. So as you come into that rock pile and you see bass off the side of it, those are usually your big bass. And the reason is they're looking at those small bass and they're holding their territory. So as you come into that rock pile, if you see a couple, small, what you think is small fish before you reach the school on the rock pile, fish for those outside bass.
Very interesting.
And it's still kind of tough because they're aggressive. They'll come out there and get that bait. So let's just picture this as the rock pile. Here's your fish out here. Don't throw to the rock pile out. Throw from out and work your way to the rock pile. That way you come across the big fish before you do the rock pile fish. Does that make any sense?
You're puking knowledge, Rodney.
Man, that's just how I roll. And again, this is just experience talking, and it's worked. I've had that situation where I see this because I put you know me. I have a depth finder on my canoe.
Yeah.
And I had a situation where I had this little lump. I don't know exactly what it was. And there was a school of bass on it. So I'm fishing it, and they're like 1 pound bass, 2 pound bass, the biggest. And as I'm going away from them, and my boat's drifting, I'm casting out, I started catching 5 and 6 pound bass. So I went back and did the other side and saw these small fish, these other fish, dots, and I fished for those, and they were all in that 5 pound range.
Really?
So, the bigger bass were literally outside watching the smaller bass, and this is what they do. Big fish eat little fish.
Yeah, I equivalent that to the MMA. When you
When you got one hand on the mat,
All right.
you can't be kneading the face.
Rodney, Ankle Deep 22 wants to know, what's the weirdest outdoor question you've ever been asked?
Have I ever seen a naked man outdoors? That's the weirdest
I
question.
guess that
I've
qualifies
ever
as an outdoor
seen a naked man outdoors.
question.
It's true. And yes, I've seen a naked man outdoors.
Fair enough. I don't know if we need
If
to
you
elaborate.
run through the hunting camp enough, you'll see a naked fella out there. So
All right, one more, Rodney. We'll close it out. Bill S. from Spring Hill, Florida says, it seems that armadillo... What?
I want to point out, you and I did not go through these questions
No.
before. I don't see
We
these
never
questions
have.
until we're
These
here
are
on the
honest
show.
questions and honest answers.
I
so
might have blurted that one out too quick.
Maybe this section should be called Honest Questions and Honest Answers. It seems that armadillo and raccoons are very prominent in Florida.
Yes.
How do they fit into the hunting equation?
Here's
That's a good question.
that is a valid question, and let me tell you why. They're prominent in Florida, and here's why. Our raccoons do not grow thick, heavy furs like they do up north. Because of the winter time, they're thick, they're fur, and they actually sell the pelts.
Okay.
There's fur traders up here. Well, we don't have the fluffy, thick-hided raccoons, so we don't have fur traders in Florida that hunt these raccoons. So that's one reason they're so prevalent. We don't have anybody that hunts them. Should we hunt them? You bet we should. We need to keep these things in check because rabies spread in raccoons very quick.
Now, is there a season for either
Yes.
the armadillo or that
Yes.
raccoon? There is.
Absolutely.
Is it small animal or something like
Small
that?
game.
A small
Exactly
game.
right. You can hunt raccoon at night with a light,
Okay.
with a single shot.
Okay.
With a single shot shotgun or a .22 rifle. but you cannot have more than one shot, and you must have a light. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, and the shotgun cannot be a 12 gauge; it has to be 410. So there's rules to this.
There's a lot. See, that blows my mind.
Yeah, there's rules to this. And as far as armadillo goes, it is very good eating, and you can harvest armadillos, but it has leprosy. Armadillos carry leprosy. The odds of you coming across an armadillo with leprosy is a zillion to one, but the fact that they could carry it stops people from hunting armadillos.
Okay, well, that would put a stop to it.
Okay, and that's why they're so prevalent. But yes, there is a hunting season on both of those.
And they eat raccoon as well.
And they eat raccoon as well.
Okay.
I don't know eat the raccoon. I've never eaten raccoon. So if you know how to cook it, invite me over and I'll give it a shot.
Wow.
I ain't gonna pass nothing up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there you go. There's your hunting raccoon,
All right.
armadillo.
You've got mail.
We'll do it again.
Stop, whoa, yes, wait a minute, Mr. Postman.
Send me an email with all the details.
Let's have some oil.
Freaking email. Another freaking email song.
Voila.
Told you.
Told you.
Very short. I'll be right back. I'll show
All
you something.
right.
What's the show?
That's what it is.
I'll show you something.
Okay, show me something. I dare you. Come on. I just snorted. You and I are just talking away, and neither one of us got.
But it's the brilliance of what we said that made it so cool.
It's so awesome. I wish everybody wouldn't have missed that one. Woo, we can't even repeat that. It was so awesome.
I just love Christmas music. You know what? Let's talk.
You know where I'm going?
Where?
Music? Or I know where you're going. That's what I meant. Not where I'm going. I hadn't even brought
Wherever
it up
you're
yet.
going, I'm going with you.
Okay. Were you talking Christmas music?
Yeah.
I was going to ask you what your favorite Christmas song was. So we're on the same page then.
I gotta admit, I like the one. I like the songs like this that make it feel like Christmas.
Yes.
You know, I think
Yeah.
it's the most wonderful time of the year. Has got to be one of my coming into the sea.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Those
yeah.
type of.
It's the most
Yeah.
wonderful time. Yeah, I won't sing it.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
The Burl Ives.
Oh, I
the
love
Frosty
Burl
the
Ives.
Snowman.
What?
All those Frosty might be one of the most Christmassy
Songs out there, yeah.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
that.
How old is Frosty the Snowman song?
That's a good question.
If it's Burl Ives, I'm going to take a shot at it. I'm going to say if it's Burl Ives, I'll tell you what. I have a few camping shirts left over. If you text me without Google, you know, come on, it's Christmas. Text me some dates. 262-345-7763 or hashtag us. And see if you can get close to the year. I don't know myself. I'm going to say Burl Ives. I'm going to say Frosty the Snowman, maybe late 30s.
It might be. I know that the original Rudolph animated
Right?
came out in '64.
Oh,
that's when I was. That's
okay.
when I was born. But I don't know where Frosty fell. So I'm thinking that animated thing might be the '60s, ish.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. TIE. And I'll send you a shirt, one of our camping shirts.
That'd be great. That's cool.
Yeah, I've got a couple left. Frosty the Snowman. I'm gonna Google it. So if you don't,
I'm gonna Google it so you don't have.
you don't have to shoot us. Oh, okay, I got it.
Meanwhile, let's talk about the top.
So- yes, I'm
according to
sorry.
Billboard. No. It's Christmas.
Yeah. According to
Don't be
Billboard
sorry.
charts.
The top 10 Christmas songs of all time,
Of all time. Wow.
according to Billboard.
Frosty the Snowman is definitely on that list. And I'm going to say it's around number 3.
Okay. We'll keep that in mind.
Okay.
Number 10.
Okay. So, okay. Oh, it's number 10?
No, we're going to start from number 10.
Okay, number 10.
Wham!
Wham?
Last Christmas.
No way.
That's what I say.
I wouldn't have thought that is number. No, there's so much better. Okay.
I just don't think anybody whose Christmas song is.
Last Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
No, thank you.
No, I don't.
There's no classic in
Nope.
there.
Not at all.
Okay, number 9, Andy Williams. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Yeah.
That might
okay.
be one of my favorite because
Yeah.
it's just got all the ingredients of saying it's Christmas.
I'd hard pressed to say that I can't imagine many songs over that one, so it's hard to say that
Name another one. I bet the next one you name is probably the next one.
it would be Burl Ives.
Okay, let's see. Let's find Burl Ives. Burl Ives is in here. Let's jump to Burl
So it
Ives.
ain't- okay.
Burl Ives, but it's a Holly Jolly Christmas.
A
Burl
Holly Jolly
Ives.
Christmas. Yes,
and
that's
that is
exactly.
number 6.
Okay. It's a holly jolly. Oh, I'm sorry. I love that song
From
Burl Ives.
1964.
Okay.
From the movie Rudolph.
Gotcha. Okay.
Let's swing back up there. Number 9. Number 8, Bing Crosby.
Oh, Bing, yes.
White Christmas.
White Christmas, yes.
Number 7, again, I'm not a big fan of contemporary groups or orchestras. Trans-Siberian Orchestra
Okay.
in Christmas Eve. And I don't have it to play, and I probably could guess which one it is because they've had
Yeah.
one or two that. Number 6, Burl Ives.
Oh, we did get a guess so far. One at 1955.
Now we're talking Frosty, right? Okay.
Yes, this is
okay.
Frosty.
Okay.
Okay.
Hold that thought. 1955. Jose Feliciano, number 5, has the 5th song.
Jose Feliciano.
What song do you think that would be, Rob?
Feliz Navidad?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
I would
sir,
agree.
yes, sir.
I would agree.
The Spanglish single has become one of the most popular Christmas songs. No surprise given to
Feliz Navidad.
his endless sing-along potential. Number 4, Bobby Helms.
Bobby Helms.
Jingle Bell.
Oh, okay. Rock. Yes.
Number 3,
Yes.
Nat King Cole.
Nat King Cole. There's so many on that one. Which
Yeah.
one would that be?
This is the Christmas song.
How would it-
Chestnuts roasting.
Oh, yes, this is. Okay.
I think you just got another guess, Rodney.
Did we? Oh,
No,
you got one over there?
I don't know. I felt something vibrate over here.
Yep.
Number 2, Brenda Lee.
Brenda Lee.
Rocking around the Christmas tree.
Rocking around the Christmas tree. Have a happy holiday.
And I'm incredibly disappointed with number 1,
Oh, no. Okay, number 2. What did we say number 2 was?
Rocking Around the
Oh,
Christmas
rocking around.
Tree.
Okay, and number 1?
Mariah Carey.
Stop.
All I Want for Christmas Is You.
No. Stop it.
All I Want at Christmas is to puke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
I can't
no, that's
accept
definitely
that.
not mine. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer ain't in there.
No,
That's
it's not.
I guarantee you that's the most sung song of all time.
Yeah.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Frosty. You know, what?
No.
And Elvis's. I mean, there's tons of Elvis Christmas
That's
songs.
one of my favorite Christmas albums. The Blue
Yes.
Christmas album. That's a good album.
I'll have a blue.
Do it with the. No, you got to do it with the.
Christmas. Yeah. Yeah.
Take from the
I'll
top.
have a blue.
No, from the top.
Does it start out like that?
Yeah, the same thing, but you got
I can't.
and go.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. I'll have a blue.
Thank you for
Christmas
nailing that.
without you. That's it.
Don says Frosty was 1950.
50. Oh, that's
So
a
you got
close one.
55 and
We got
a
55.
50. You know what else is funny is, did you ever have songs growing up that you didn't quite get the lyrics? I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I can think of a lot of rock and roll songs, but there's certainly a batch of Christmas songs that fall in the same.
Yes.
Like Grandma got run over by a reindeer coming from the outhouse Christmas Eve.
Yeah. You might not think there's no such thing.
There
as
was an
some- yeah.
outhouse.
There was an
So
outhouse.
here's a list.
Give me the
here's
list.
some. Do you care?
I don't care at all. Come on,
Do you
bring
have
it
an
on.
agenda tonight? We don't have.
No agenda,
It's
man.
Christmas,
Come on.
right?
It's Christmas.
All right.
I want to make sure. Yeah.
Let me find some nice Christmas music here.
I dare you. What are the odds you got Christmas music
I know it is.
on Christmas?
It's a
Ha ha
long
ha
shot.
ha ha blue. Oh no, not that one. Okay, lay it on me. What do you got?
This was one of my favorite ones,
Ooh.
too.
Okay, go ahead.
Jolly Old St. Nicholas.
Lay it on. Okay. Oh, is that this one?
Yeah. He's like, and lay it on me.
Lay it on
Okay,
me.
here's some Miss 1957 from Hollow Point.
1957. Oh, we're getting closer. We're getting closer.
All right, here's some. I think one of the most popular ones. On the fourth day of Christmas, my true love sent to me for what?
I think it's calling birds, but for calling birds. And right?
Calling birds is wrong.
Really?
That's what I thought.
It's not calling
It's
bird?
collie, C-O-L-L-Y.
What's a collie bird?
I don't know. You're the outdoorsman. I think it's a
Ooh,
kind of a
you're
coot.
allowed 3 of those.
I think it's a lot of
looks
coot.
just like a coot.
What's the season and the bag limit for a collie bird? Probably 4.
Ooh, I don't even know where you'd shoot a collie bird. So that's what it is
in the
collie
neck, I
birds.
think.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the neck.
Dashing through the snow on a one-horse soap and hay.
Soap and hay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Deck the halls with bras of holly.
Okay. I remember that song.
That's a special
good
kind
one.
of house.
Yes.
With a corncob pipe and a butt and
A
nose.
stuffy nose? Oh, a button nose. A butt. Okay, I
and
got
nose,
you.
Yeah.
Butt and nose. Okay.
Round yon virgin, mother and child. Yeah.
Yes.
Back it off here. Lord. Let's see. Later on, we'll perspire as we drink by the fire. That makes
Later on,
They're not
we'll
so far-fetched,
perspire.
right.
Yeah. If that was a Florida song, I would agree.
Yeah.
Because we actually sat by the fire the other night and perspired, actually.
Oh tiny bomb, oh tiny bomb. That one's not even.
Oh,
right.
tiny bomb. I got you.
Let's see. Let me skip down here. Olive, the other reindeer. Olive, the other reindeer.
I got
I used to laugh and call him name.
Oh, Olive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Um,
With a green pimento
Joy
nose.
to the world, the Lord has gum.
I ain't even going to play with you on that one. That one's too close to the Lord.
He's making a list of chicken and rice. There's another one. It's a grandma used
I
to.
think you're on to something with that one.
Let's take a couple more. Yet in the dark streets, China. Nope. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Stranger.
I've seen those.
Joy to the world, and let's have fun. Let Earth receive her keys. And God dressed. Ye merry gentlemen. Ye married gentlemen. I don't know.
Yeah. I like the chicken and rice. That's when I joy to the world. No.
I'm loving me some chicken and rice.
That cat has got to be my favorite cat of all time. That's me when I'm 80 right there. Joy to the world. No.
So we went through, you sent me some of these, and we started compiling them off Facebook.
And
just for giggles and laughs.
yes.
Memes are the thing of
Oh, that's it.
today.
Yeah. That's the way we
I
communicate.
don't even know what that means.
I don't even. Some people call them memes. Are they?
What does that actually mean? Memes.
I don't know. Should I Google it? Because
Google
I could.
the definition. I don't know, but I know that's people take a photograph and they put funny words on top of it.
We got 1960. We're getting closer.
No one's nailed it yet.
No one's nailed it yet.
Really? All right.
Okay. So.
All right. While you're doing that, let's look at some of these memes.
57. Okay.
You're looking at memes?
I'm looking at memes.
Let's just have some Christmas laughs. Most of the memes, cats rule
Oh, yeah. Oh, cats
when
set
it comes
the
to memes.
stage when it comes to memes. So what?
I love that. Joy to the world. No,
No.
I don't think so.
No. Not happening.
Here's one. Dashing through the no. No.
No. Dashing through the no.
I love that. Dashing through the no. Here's one for you. Grandma got run over by a reindeer. Please go on. I like where this is going.
That's a good meme. That meme means something. That one.
Oh my goodness. Here we go. Wreck the trees and blame the doggies.
Fa la 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 la. Yeah, you're supposed to sing that one. Wreck the trees and blame the doggies.
La 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 la.
Yeah.
Okay, this one's yours, Rodney.
Okay. Long story. Just pull. That's me right there. That's actually me.
Yeah, I suppose I'm ready for winter. Why do you ask?
That's got to be The world's largest squirrel.
This one's yours, Rodney.
That's a Joe Wilson squirrel. I don't know why, but I wouldn't ask this Santa for a present. Dude, that is... Holy moly. Somewhere that was accepted.
Yeah, right?
It was like, that Santa looks real.
This one's from me to you, Rodney. I've seen your Facebook status. You're getting a dictionary for Christmas.
Yes. Yes.
Woo!
I agree with you.
Your turn.
I just saved a ton of money on Christmas present by discussing politics on Facebook. You know what? That's kind of why I stayed out of the politics game. You know what I'm saying? Because you will get unbuttoned, booked, blocked, and everything else with a B.
I love this. Hey, Santa gave me some coal for Christmas.
So I used it. That's the best one yet.
Oh, the holidays. Family is...
I got a gift for you.
I got
you a gift card instead of cash because I don't want you to spend it on drugs.
It's the sentiment that counts.
Can I have that meme? I know somebody.
I love this one. I Christmas harder than you.
That's some hard Christmas. You know what? Let's just look at that for a minute, Mike. Somewhere there's a guy hating his life.
Yeah.
Or
his neighbor.
Or his neighbor. More likely his neighbor. He's not winning the HOA
right,
Christmas
but
thing.
remember, at Christmas time, it's a thought that really counts, Rodney.
Happy holidays to you. That's me. I'm the ditto guy. That's it. From now on, when that happens,
awesome?
I'm going to go ditto.
That is awesome. This is one of my favorite ones.
Brilliant. What does it say? I don't care what the song says. I don't smell.
Do you get it?
Oh, yeah. Jingle bells, yes, Batman smells. There's there one where Robin laid an egg.
We're going to close this one for you, Rodney.
All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. Used to. Look at the... That's officially... Ta-da! That's the sound effect I need. It's just the drums to end where to go... Da-da!
I love that one.
That's pretty awesome. Memes are awesome.
What's your favorite part? What's your favorite Christmas memory?
Man, there is so many. Honestly, my favorite one is when my kids were 8 years old and Santa actually came to the house. And we snuck up on him.
Really?
Oh, yeah. We watched him.
We, as in you were part of it? Wasn't you dressed out back?
Exactly. We
break this down.
We watched him from the kitchen.
Really?
Yeah. And he kind of, he put the kids' presents in there. They had a toy room that was all messy. So he took out all the old toys, put in new toys, and put presents by the trees. And they heard the hooves on the roof, and they watched the Santa jingle, jingle, jingle. It was, we filmed the whole thing.
Really?
Yeah, we got the whole thing on camera. So this happened. And the kids were all...
You have my intrigue.
Yeah, it was...
Really?
So, yeah, it was awesome, and just to hear them and the excitement, and this was the real deal. And they were freaking out. I mean, they actually got to see Santa. And the the lights, when he went into the rooms, man, the lights were flashing and just things were happening. And he came out and then he went into the next room and lights started flashing and,
wow.
And oh yeah, this Santa
this
went all out.
Deal.
I mean, things were flying and toys and then poof. And then it came, once he left, wasn't no putting the kids back to bed. We had to go see what Santa, all my daughter kept holding her face and going,
no way.
My gosh, he's
really?
destroying our room. She's like, he's destroying our room,
That's
Mommy,
awesome.
Stop him,
Santa's a crazy man.
He's a crazy man. So once Santa slayed away, we went in there and they saw what Santa did, straighten up their rooms, put, toys in there, gave them a bunk bed with the canopy. It looked like two houses. It was, man, he hooked them up. That old Santa,
That's a memory.
Up. Yeah. So that was
really absolute
favorite Christmas ever right there. Way better than any toy I ever got, just crazy. Watching their face. And
well, I remember you were saying a couple of weeks ago that you always got socks.
Oh, yes.
That was your favorite thing. And, you you joke about it, but it's like
It's a big deal.
And I remember growing up, Grandma always gave us these gloves, these brown gloves that you probably got at the gas station or
Right.
a 5 and dime store. They were just kind of a generic garden glove.
Yeah.
Every year,
You got these gloves.
you know, and you kind of knew what was coming. And of course, as a kid, you know, as a 6 or 7-year-old kid, you don't really want
Right.
gloves, but it's funny as you grow older in life. You know how you do anything for that pair of gloves now.
Absolutely.
You know, if
Absolutely.
it was just that simple again, and
Yeah.
you know,
You know,
people move on and you miss Grandma.
gloves were cool back then. I mean, I thought gloves were, man, that was a thing. I mean, we didn't get gloves very often. You know what I'm saying? And when we got gloves, it was like,
Yeah.
wow.
Well, this was Indiana, so
Oh, well, you did-
different.
yeah.
Different than.
So that was yeah. I guess every year you got those gloves, and that's
But it's funny how those things they're implanted
Yes.
in you as a child.
yeah. And like you
you know,
said,
those things
anything
just-
for those gloves today. Yeah.
So it's probably the traveling, because we lived in Illinois and we would travel. It was a 3.5-4 hour car ride.
Yeah.
You know, through the snow or whatever the case was.
Right.
And that travel, I remember that in the back of the Chevy station wagon, Dad would play the Christmas music.
Yep.
And, you know.
Because we drove from here to Ohio every Christmas to see my grandfather
Sure.
in Ohio. And
Yeah.
That's the only time we got to see snow.
Yeah.
You know. So and rarely did it snow when we were there on Christmas.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was just rarely did it ever snow. We'll see if we got any more texts. Blam.
What was the closest we got on that?
The closest we got was 1970.
And who was that?
That was Marie, actually.
Okay.
1970. And the actual year is 1969. What?
So it was five,
Yeah.
5 years after
5
Rudolph.
years after Rudolph, yeah. For some reason, I was thinking it was way... You know, because Burl Ives sung it.
Well, yeah, and cartoons were around a lot earlier than that.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I guess that's when they came with that stop animation.
Is that
and
what that's called?
yeah,
Stop animation?
Yeah, where they actually use dolls and figurines.
Somewhere they have... You know, you and I talked about
Yeah.
this last year.
I would still do it.
We...
It's in Missouri somewhere, I do believe.
and I forgot. Yeah. I forgot that those stop animation figures are in a museum?
Yeah, I think it's just a small town museum right now. The figurines from Rudolph,
Right.
the original ones from Rudolph, the director, producer, when they were done that with that, took them home and gave them to his kids.
Right.
Threw them in their toy box.
Wow.
And I mean, they were just, because they didn't realize,
They-
flash forward
yeah.
30, 40 years, what that was going to mean.
Yep.
But heads got ripped off, and, you know,
course.
they were treated like toys, but they finally sewed them back together and kind of refurbished them, but they're in a
Yeah.
museum in Missouri now.
I'll be dang. That'd be a neat picture, man. Just to have, because
Yes,
we've all seen those
I think they're
movies.
about a foot tall.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I think I think they're about 12 inches tall, the actual toys.
How
That'd
cool
be-
would it be to meet the voices?
Yeah.
You know, of Rudolph. You know,
I don't know who that would be right now.
I know. That'd be cool.
Yeah, and that.
Yeah, you probably
You
wouldn't.
better hurry.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
If not, you're already too late. It could be too late, Mike. 69. I mean, we're talking 47 years ago.
Yeah, I know.
We're probably too late.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, anyways, yeah, 64.
64.
Rudolph, 64. 52
Wow.
years ago.
Yeah, 50.
Don't
Oh,
ask,
that's
don't ask
right.
me how I know.
I was thinking
Yeah.
Frosty the Snowman. Because they did that stop animation with Frosty as well.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that was the big thing back then. All those
Yeah.
Santa Clauses coming to town.
Oh, that was high technology,
yeah.
man. That was, it's just, remember watching that going, man, what will they think of next?
It was cool. Why don't next week episode we do it all in stop animation? Is gonna.
Deal. You absolutely have a deal.
Hey, what are the chances of getting Hector here next week?
I don't know. He's listening. So,
Hector?
yep. So we'll talk next week, or I'll talk to him this week.
Yeah.
Because Hector and I do a Thursday show.
Yeah.
And also, I don't know what you got Thursday, but what are the chances of you popping in on Thursday?
Really good.
So maybe we do that as well.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah. And then have Hector right here in this studio.
That'd be fun. It's kind of our New Year's, and
Yeah.
I mean, last year this time is when we went to a multiple camera shoot. I don't know if you remember that.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
And we were doing still one
Yep.
camera. It was, next year. So next year we're gonna move into some more stuff. I think next year
Yeah.
and keep upgrading this bad boy. But
Yeah, I think so. I
I
think
think
so.
Hector's a part of this as anybody. We need to have him next week on the show,
Next-
kind of going into the
absolutely.
new year, and
Yeah.
toast to a new
That'd be awesome.
exciting time.
Definitely be awesome.
Okay.
And we got some exciting things coming up, man. We got some, as you know me, I'm trying to seize every single moment. We're on the Monsters every Monday. We're doing with Russ and Dirty Jim and Carlos and Angel, and he's kind enough to let us plop in there and talk about our weekends and our excitements and our seasons and our hunting, anything outdoors. So I try to stay busy on the weekends, and I'll assure you this weekend's not going to be any different. Because tomorrow I'm going to be going to buy a motor for that boat, and a trolling motor. I'm going to be hooking this boat up. So you and I are going to be playing with it, and we're going to be putting our camera angles on this thing. So when we do things, this thing is like of the utmost, because it's cold, starting to get cool. So shrimping season is going to be here. So we're going to do some shrimping. We're going to do it's stone crab season. So I'm going to buy some stone crab traps, and I'm going to show people how to catch stone crab. With this little boat. And this is why I bought this little boat, just to give us these little nuances of things we can do, what we can do with a $600 John boat. We don't need a $50,000 boat.
Exactly right.
So we're going to be doing that. We're going to be doing some cool stuff. So I got a lot of cool stuff in my mind we're going to be cranking out. Cranking-danking.
Well, get on the water, and that's a start.
That's a start. How we doing on time? We're about to close this thing out, ain't we?
Doing fine. Yeah, so keep in mind, mull it over. Think of the outside opinions.
Think of the outside opinion.
We want to figure out how to, the King for a Day series. Something we're definitely going to be starting. And Todd mentioned ducks is a good one. Of course, that would be another great one.
I'll tell you what we'll do, and I'm gonna run this by you. Maybe you and I will plan what we're gonna do. We'll post it on the website. See who would be interested. Mm-hmm. Let's say it is ducks, and we say, hey, we're going duck hunting. Who would be interested? We take all the precipitations.
Yep. We let it rain.
We let it rain.
Just to get the rain and hail if it's going to
hail. If it's
sleet,
gonna hail.
all that stuff.
The whole
just
spiel.
Get it out.
And we pick out
the rain, the hail,
participant.
the sleet.
I keep wanting to say participant, or whatever the heck it is. We'll take the people that get involved, and we'll pull one out, and we'll touch base with them. Say, hey, how would you like to spend the day with us?
Yep.
We're doing this. Great, awesome. Here's what you got to have. Here's blah blah blah, and then we'll go. Maybe that's the route.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it'll be a treat for all of us.
Yeah. I'll pick a weekend.
Something you're going to want to be a part of. So
yeah, I'll say next weekend we're going to go offshore fishing.
Yep.
And we're going to try for mahi. You don't think our ticket will fill up? You're crazy. In a John boat.
It might be I don't know, we may need to do a competition or something to figure this out, because that's going to be
Ooh, MMA. Put one hand on the mat.
Keep one hand. I'm telling you, Rodney, you will get kneed in the face.
Right in the face.
Rodney, we got to get out of here, my friend.
Let's do it, man.
Hey,
Merry Christmas, brother.
Yeah, always good. Let's do another year. You want to?
I do, man. I would love to. Merry Christmas to everybody out there. And as my mama said 18 million times, and I pray that you all get to say it half as much. You kids get outside and stay.